Hello, hello. Welcome to Merriment Mondays Live. Happy Monday. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, how are we doing? How was your weekend? Hello. Signing on, giving everybody a chance to join. Oh, including Mitzi. Hello. Alrighty. Hello, Merriment Makers. Welcome to Merriment Mondays Live. Today, we are going to be talking about how to build joyful habits in just 5 minutes a day. Yep, 5 minutes. Okay. So, if you've ever, I've been talking about making everything simple lately. So, if you feel like you just like don't have enough time to prioritize yourself, if you feel really busy, I mean, I've been seeing people who do so much do even more this year. And especially in like the December, New Year, holiday season, it's been out of control. People who I feel are really usually organized are telling me that they are just busier than they've ever been. They're getting their holiday cards out later than ever. I mean, just really, really, really being spread thin. And I know a lot of you probably are identifying with that, feeling like you're already stretched thin between work, caregiving, everything else that's on your plate. And the idea of adding one more thing, even if it's for your own happiness, can feel impossible. But the good news is that what I'm trying to do right now is really focus on how happiness and self-care and anything that we want can just be simple. It doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming to make a real difference in how you feel. So, before we get into this, I want to explain why this works, the science behind it, because I think it's very helpful for us to understand that so that we can get on board. Our mind, our thinking brains need to believe it so that our feeling brains can join the party. So our brains are wired to conserve energy. When we're overwhelmed with too many choices or big tasks, we are more likely to shut down and procrastinate. So short, simple tasks feel manageable and we're more likely to start. And starting is half the battle. So the Zeigarnik effect is this psychological principle that tells us that unfinished tasks stick in our minds. So by completing small tasks, small actions, you can feel a sense of accomplishment that builds your momentum. It builds inertia and it motivates you to do more over time. And then we have neuroplasticity. So tiny, consistent actions are literally rewiring your brain. They are creating new neural pathways that make joy and positivity feel automatic over time. And then lastly, we have the domino effect. So one positive action can lead to bigger changes. For example, drinking a small glass of water early in the morning can inspire you to eat healthier throughout the day, or move your body, or set a positive tone for the rest of your day. A good example of that is, when I started losing weight, I felt more inspired to do more things that would make me lose more weight. And then when I started gaining weight back, I felt less inspired to do things that would make me lose weight. I felt like more depressed and like, oh, okay, well, I'm just gonna not even bother. So that's the domino effect. So we have cognitive overload, being wired to conserve energy, the Zeigarnik effect of unfinished tasks sticking in our minds, and neuroplasticity, which is actions rewiring our brain, creating new neural pathways, and then the domino effect of one positive action leading to bigger changes. So these are four really important things to remember that like small things matter, basically. That's the whole point. So I know you might be thinking, I don't even have 5 minutes a day. And I get that. Life can feel relentless, and self-care is the first thing to drop. Anything that is for ourselves is the first thing that we take off the calendar. And also, the thing is that this is our only life. And when we don't take care of ourselves, well, one, this is our only life. And if you aren't going to enjoy it, then I think you're kind of wasting it. And two, if you don't take care of yourself, your body's going to take a break for you. So joy doesn't even have to look like a hedonistic venture. It doesn't have to look like a huge time commitment or perfectly curated routine. It's it can be micro moments that you prioritize yourself. So this isn't about overhauling your life. It's not about someone coming in and just like, remember those THC, what was it called? I can't remember the name of the channel, but they would come in and they would like completely redo your entire house while you left for the day. It's not that for your life or your brain. This is just building little habits that can fit into the life that you already have that feel good for yourself. So let's do one right now. And don't roll your eyes. This is about being simple that's effective, okay? And like I said, these are all based on the four principles that we have with science. And you have to let yourself try it. You have to let yourself be a part of it and really do it. The embodiment of the practice is the point. Because if you just do it and you're checked out or you're on autopilot or you're thinking about something else or you're believing that it's not going to work before you do it, then you might as well not do it. So if you're already listening to this, then just let yourself do it. Let yourself try it and believe that it's possible. So this what we're going to do is we're going to think about positive things. We're going to think about things that have happened to you in the past week. And this is tapping into positive psychology, and that focuses on gratitude, and that can reduce stress, reduce your cortisol, increase happiness, dopamine, and improve physical health. So the best part is that you can do this anywhere, anytime. It's just a cognitive exercise. You can do it when you're stuck in traffic, waiting for an appointment, and you can use these moments to connect with gratitude instead of stress. So this is like a reframing technique. So first of all, just like if you can, close your eyes and take a deep breath in and let it out slowly. And now think back over the last week. What is one moment, a small moment, that made you smile or made you feel good? Maybe it was hearing a good song, enjoying a good meal, hearing something nice from someone online. I was at a dollar store and I saw this woman buy a developmentally disabled 20-year-old a toy, and it made his whole day. He was so excited. And the cashier who rang the lady up said, "When you give blessings, blessings come to you." And she said, "I'm already blessed." And it was this beautiful interaction. So, what you can do right now is to set a timer for 5 minutes and write down every joyful moment that you can remember from the past week, no matter how small. Or you can pause the video and do that yourself. And if you run out of moments, what I want you to do is look at one of the moments and think about how that joy made you feel. And if you are lacking vocabulary for that, I want you to Google list of emotions. And there's so many good websites that just have a list of feelings. And they break them down into different categories. So some of them will be, despair and disgust and hopeful and alive. And you can find some really nice words to go along with what you're feeling. And then you can also add in some bodily sensations, right? So really allow yourself to use that 5-minute timer to describe and remember what you're feeling and what you experienced, what you witnessed. So this exercise is helping you to train your brain to notice the good in your life, even on tough days, especially on tough days. Research shows that recalling positive experiences can improve your mood and strengthen your emotional resilience. And the beauty of this is that reminding yourself that joy already exists in your life, like it already exists, you know? You just need to take a moment to notice it. Now, another way to do this is to make a gratitude list right now. You know, you could just take a moment to list out things that you enjoy, list out things that you get to experience, list out like a more classic gratitude list instead of thinking about things that you enjoy. Like, sorry, about listening instead of listing out things that you've already experienced, you can just write out a list of things that you already like. You know, it's really just about reframing your mind for positivity. And I know that maybe gratitude feels basic, that it's a 101 thing, that we hear it all the time. And one of the reasons that it's finally become a part of the pop psychology zeitgeist, and it is, I believe, you overused potentially by people who don't necessarily know why or what they're talking about. But it's used so often because it's deeply important. And it's one of the first things that I'll ask someone that I'm working with. And it's very easy for me to tell if someone has a gratitude practice or not. And always remember that you can't get to the 401 advanced level until you complete the 101 level. And that means doing those consistent things daily. So the beauty of these simple methods is that they work. You don't need a 2-hour meditation retreat. You don't need a complicated journaling routine to feel better. Science shows that quick wins, like finishing a 5-minute challenge, can boost your confidence and your motivation to tackle other areas of your life. So here's another example. You can take a deep belly breath when you wake up and say, I'm ready for this day. When I wake up, my goal is that I put my feet on the ground, I take a deep breath in, I put my arms up, and I'm saying, I'm happy to be alive, or I'm grateful for this day. Does that happen every morning? No. That's my goal. You can also just play a song and have a dance party to one song. One song. Most of us don't have the stamina for more than one song. That it shifts your mood so much, your physicality, your physiology. You can also write a sticky note with a positive affirmation, put it on your mirror and say it every time you see it. Little things we roll our eyes at, the things that for so long, honestly, I was trying to make these lists. When I first started my business, I tried to make lists that went around the basic things, right? Because it was boring. It is boring to hear the same things over and over again. It's boring to hear to do mirror work and to breathe and to dance and to take a walk. It's super boring. It's super boring. It's annoying. And they work. Like when you hear someone that says that they've lost weight and you ask them like what are you doing, it's like, oh, they're eating better and they're exercising. There's not, besides surgery, there's not another method that works. It's just one. There's different modalities to get there, right? There's different kinds of exercise, there's different meal plans, but it's one of those things. And we keep looking for these different ways, and there's so many kinds of ways that you can, you know, make yourself feel good. There's so many different kinds of confidence boosters. There's so many different things that you can do to make yourself feel good. But we overlook these things that were the basic principles of taking a walk and breathing and looking ourselves directly in the mirror. And I I think that there's something in us that maybe is resisting those things because maybe we know they're going to work. Maybe we're scared they're going to work. Maybe we have a fear of success or getting to know ourselves better, and we actually really want to go the harder route. We want something that's really complicated and unusual because we believe that our problems are very specific and difficult to fix. But maybe it's not actually that hard, and we just need to do something simple for 5 minutes a day, and we might see results. Is it that hard to believe? that our goal is attainable. So we've learned that simple steps matter, that they're backed by science, and that they're accessible to everybody, no matter how busy life gets. And today's gratitude reset challenge is just one example of how you can create joy in minutes. So imagine what would happen if you did this every single day for a week or even a month. So if you're loving that idea of these 5-minute challenges, I would love to invite you to join my program, which is coming up starting January 1st. It's called Merriment Reset, and it's going to make this even easier for you. It's guided. So it's 30 days of joyful habits, printables, and tools that is going to build lasting confidence and joy. So it's going to take the guesswork out of creating a joy practice. It's designed to meet you where you are with no pressure or overwhelm. And it's less than $1 a day. So you can do a whole month of joy and get something in your inbox every single day, whether it's a pep talk or a printable or a guided lesson or tapping. There's going to be so many things. And we're starting off with a live workshop. And I think it's a no-brainer. $1 a day for a whole month. Fantastic. So check that out at uncustomary.org or uncustomary.org/merriment-reset. And I'd love to hear how today's challenge went for you. You can share your gratitude list or thoughts in the comments. And you can also go check out my free Facebook community, or the free dashboard at Positive Pulse. So that's at uncustomary.org as well. Let's keep jumping on the joy train together. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today at Merriment Mondays Live. And I hope you leave this session feeling inspired and excited to take tiny pockets of joy out for yourself during your day. Remember, it only takes 5 minutes to make a difference. Until next time, which will be in 2 weeks, which I guess will be in 2025, I hope that you keep spreading your light and warmth and embracing your weirdness. Remember, you have to feel good to do good. I'll see you next year.